Okay, so basically today what I'm going to start is some fundamentals which are required for networking purpose also and security purpose also. So today I'm going to cover some basic, very basic concept of networking so that we can understand how this like if you are architect or somebody planning to implement your application architecture, there it can help you. So let's start from the OSI model first. So when we talk about OSI model, so it has multiple layer. First is application, I mean seventh top layer. Then there is a presentation layer. Then there is a session layer. Then there is a transport layer. Then there is a network layer. Then there is a data link layer. And physical layer. So this one will be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. This is your browser where you are seeing your application, and this is your physical like PC or interface. So when we say these layer, so this will be considered as media layer, and these three will be considered as host layer. So today I am going to cover first layer, that one is physical layer. Okay, so now coming to the physical layer, that is our first layer. So why this is required? So it is the most basic layer. Suppose this is your PC, PC1, and there is another PC, PC2. Now PC1 wants to send data to PC2. So how it can send? There are multiple options. If you have Wi-Fi, you must be aware. Then there will be fiber. Then there will be wire, electrical wire. Wi-Fi if you have, then it will be have radio signal or fiber light. If wire, then electrical. But how these will connect? So when we see PC, so there will be some interface here, and then this will be a wire or Wi-Fi or cable, fiber cable. Now if we say interface, so see if you see IP address show command, so what it is showing? So it is showing E ETS0. So this is called interface, which is broadcast, multicast, up, lower IP. So that's how we used to broadcast our address data through the layer 1. So these are the interface which has been used by this laptop, and it is using them to transmit the signal. Now this wire is a shared medium. Shared medium. So only, okay, bad handwriting. So if you see here, this is a medium. So this is a shared one. Means, have you seen old Bollywood movies, walkie talkie, over? So one device can send at one time. That is the first thing. Now when we say this wire, so this wire is sending signal through electrical. Suppose we are using simple copper wire. Suppose this is a copper wire for basic understanding. So when this PC needs to transmit this data to PC2, so it had to be agreed on some standards. So those should be same on both sides. Now then they can send data. How they can send this data? So suppose this is our binary representation, 0 and 1 for PC. Suppose, okay, what we can do is, let so now they will send unstructured data in form of 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is unstructured data. So suppose this is 1 binary, this is 0. So this will be transmit in a form of voltage or radio frequency for fiber or light. And then here that voltage can be defined as +1, -1 for 0, and this is for 0. Then this data will be transmitted like this. So they are agreed on this standard that they will send data like this. So when we talk about now about the definition of physical layer, so in simple word what we can say about some layer 1. So its specification, define the transmission and reception, because it will send the data like this and then reception. So define the transmission and reception of what? So we are sending this raw data of raw data bit streams between devices. Now what we are doing next? Over this wire, so over a medium is physical, and this is shared, physical shared medium. And how it is like? Voltage is modulation, we can say here, because we are sending electrical signal, or we can say timing, distances. So like that we are sending this signal. So that is, if we want to understand about the definition of physical layer, so that is the basic of physical layer, how this data will be transmitted over. But now there are multiple things. So let me talk about one special things here. So here there are multiple disadvantages here. So we can talk about disadvantages first. So let's say we want to use a physical hub. Physical hub basically is a device or which have port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4. Now suppose this PC1 want to send data to this PC2, or these are nothing but interfaces. PC2, this is PC1, this is PC4, then interface, then another PC3. So here if it want to send data, so what it will physical hub will work. So physical hub is similar to that wire, like a single wire connected with 4 devices. So here are 4 devices, these 4 devices. So if this is a single wire, then whatever this PC4 it will be transmitting, it will reach to this one also, and this one also. So basically what we can say is this anything which this hub will receive on any of it port, through the port it will receive. What will happen? It will be retransmitted. Means port 2, port 3, everyone will receive that signal or whatever they are receiving. It can be signal, in case of error, then error, in case of collision, then collision. It is collision. Sorry for the handwriting. So that is what is happening here. So suppose this is a room and this is first person shouting. So all three will receive this signal. So what is happening here? Broadcasting. Although this time is not decided at what time, and even four devices can transmit at once. So this is the one thing, one problem we can say here, because everything will be retransmitted. If we want to communicate PC1 to PC2, then it is not possible. It will be retransmitted to all. Now suppose this PC1 first or second will transmit multiple device, will transmit at once. You all know, if all people shout in the room, what will happen? Collision. So then collision will happen. So kind of shouting in the room. Second point. Another thing which can happen. So there is no media device control. Means there is no mechanism which device will send when. So this is another disadvantage, means data can be basically no control there, so anybody can transmit and then there can be collision or error that thing can happen. So these are the disadvantages here, but for those disadvantages we have layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. So based on these disadvantages, how above upper layer will provide the solution, we will see in the next layer. So but one point we need to understand, if a device is a layer X means layer 1 or layer 4, then layer 1 will only understand layer 1, but layer 4 can understand 1 to 4 layer. It is compatible with 1 to 4 layer. So this is the point to be noted here, and that is all about physical layer. So we will discuss further in another layer.